This is Dr. Sam from Revolution Chiropractic. I am a structural chiropractor, and what I'm going to show you today is a few exercises and strengthening exercises and some foam rolling exercises that you can do if you've been diagnosed or you think you may have ITB syndrome, so iliotibial band. The iliotibial band starts off as a muscle up in the side and front of your hip, the tensor fascia lata, and it turns into a band that goes to the outside of your knee. Runners and people who run a lot in your sport could suffer from this. What really helps prevent these problems from popping up in the first place is making sure that your muscles are getting what they need through nutrition, so like enough magnesium, and also that they're supple and the fascia is not getting stuck, so just getting some massage once in a while. And also the biggest kind of thing that makes muscles act up is your structural alignment, because muscles attach into your bones. So if your bones are misaligned, for example, if your pelvis, your hips or your lower back is misaligned, or even it can go all the way up to your neck, that can have an effect on your lower back, or it can have an effect on your pelvis alignment, or your feet alignment can have an effect on your pelvis alignment. It just you have to get the whole thing assessed to basically see that your alignment is as good as it can be, so that muscles don't get tight or have problems throughout your body. So what I'm going to show you to start off with is a couple of strengthening exercises. So working on your gluteus medius helps prevent problems. But if you do have ITB syndrome, then you can also do this. So you can do it for prevention, or you can do it if you've actually got the problem. The ITB syndrome can present as knee pain, mostly in the front of your knee or to the outside of your knee, it's also called runner's knee, is another name for it. Okay. So what I'm going to first show you is strengthening exercises. So you don't need any equipment for this. You just lie on your side, and first thing we're going to do the clam. So you have your knees bent at 90 degrees and your feet back there. And what you're going to do is, without moving your hip, you're going to take the top knee off and open it as far as it can go without moving your hip backwards. Okay. If I go any further, I'm actually just opening up my hip, so you literally won't be able to go that far, maybe a 45-degree angle. So do 15 to 20 reps of this and repeat it 2 or 3 times. Alright. The next one I'm going to show you is actually on the lying on your side again. What you're going to do is, this is a similar exercise, it's just a little bit harder. You can do a straight leg hip abduction, okay? So toes pointing down and your leg, your hip, again, it's still as possible. And when you look down at your leg, it should be behind you a little bit, so your hip is open. Yeah? If I have my leg here, for example, there's an angle between my leg and my torso, which means I've got some hip flexion going on there. So if I kick my leg back a little bit and my torso and my leg line up, then I can just do the exercise a lot more effectively and focus on the glute med contraction. Again, you can do 15 to 20 reps of this. If you find it too much to do 15 to 20 reps, then just start off with 10 reps or something like that. Alright, what I'm going to show you next is some foam rolling exercises. So if you have a foam roller or a lacrosse ball or a massage ball, you can do any of these, you can use any of these things, or a tennis ball. I'm just going to use the foam roller. You're gonna foam roll the outside of your thigh basically, and the front of the hip, this one, the tensor fasciae lata TFL muscle right here, okay? So I'm going to start with the TFL, and so I'm like at an angle of 45 degrees onto the foam roller. If I'm, at an angle like this, it's mostly going to be foam rolling my quads, and if I'm at an angle like this, it's going to be foam rolling my glute med. Okay, you can foam roll your glute med as well, it will be helpful. So there you go, just foam roll that area, and it's basically around the, the prominent hip bone that you see is just below that, okay? Sorry. And then take the foam roller and put it a little bit, put it underneath your hip bone, and then you're basically right on your side for this now. And try to basically divide the side of your leg into 3 segments, and do the top segment, then do the middle, and then do the bottom segment. You can foam roll each segment for about a minute. If you find any nasty tender spots, then just stay on that spot, okay? And like kind of roll back and forth onto it, just in small movements for about a minute. Just work a little bit more on those sore spots, okay? And then move on to the next section, and then the next, and that's it. We've got 2 more exercises for your IT bands, IT band syndrome. Okay, what you're going to do is have a loop band around your legs. This one's a little bit loose, so I'm just going to make it 3 loops. Okay. Just around the lower thighs, okay? Then you're going to get into a squat and push out. Okay, then you're going to do side shuffle. You can do 10 steps to the left, 10 steps to the right. You can, if you have a small space, just do two steps to the right, 2 steps to the left, and repeat that 5 times. And do that 2 or 3 times as well. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you hip hike now for your last IT band syndrome exercise. Okay, so you can use your stairs, basically just like this. I'm using a step, and just put 1 foot on it. And what you're going to do is just, keep the leg straight. Okay, drop the other hip. What you're going to do is just lift the leg that's dangling, but keeping both legs straight, okay? It's a little bit of a balance kind of tactic as well. So there we go. That's called hip hike. Do 15 to 20 reps on each side. I'm working on my left side at the moment. And then I will go on the other side. All right, and do that 2 to 3 times as well. I hope you guys enjoyed watching these exercises, and give them a go and see how they help you. Comment and let me know if you want me to cover anything else. And make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that like button. Thank you. Bye.